Hello, this is Vance, and this is Thursday, January the 17th, 2013. These are the CL trades for today. It was a price really opened yesterday, or got to a low of 93.81 yesterday, or last night. Got to a high just prior to the open, and it's just about 10 to 9 of 95.24. So off the first couple swings, I kind of drew this channel here, right off of these ones right here, this swing here and this swing here. I was going to draw it a little bit higher, but particularly after this bar, I thought this was probably the more accurate way. I tried a couple of places to make it fit, but I thought this was probably the best place at the time. So anyway, and above this EMA, but we really had a strong trend overnight, and that's what resulted in. I was going to see how it opened, how price reacted at the open, and as you can see, price made this high here. Now, before I really get these in here, this is really price went up to this high, had the first pullback. I mean, kind of indecision here, but right at the open when this bar formed, you have to say, and it formed above the EMA. This was certainly a long. And this is the first trade. After putting this trend channel, you can see that this pattern here is really a sideways pattern. So we don't know really where it's heading, and this is a little later on. This is about 10 o'clock, and price had gone up like over $1.50 over in the overnight. That's a fairly. It's not uncommon, but how much further is it going to go? So when price made it to this high right here, I was looking at a measured move. So this is the first move up here, and when price kind of settled down, touched the EMA, I was looking for a second measured move. Now, why did I go here? Well, I want to wait for the price to come back at least to the EMA or back to this trend channel. This bar, even though it looks pretty strong, this is above this, and you can see this is immediate failure. So I was waiting for it to actually test this area, and that's why going along right here, when this bar closed, you can see that this was like a breakout pullback kind of on from this channel. This is what this was. Breakout pullback that failed and immediately, but then it turned around right at this level. So this is why this was long. Only got your 15 ticks, and then it got to this top, and then it failed. It broke the trend channel. Now, you could have gone short here, but it's really hanging out there. And, this is really definitely a trend up. This trade here, I should have marked this in green. This particular trade here, you could have gone short here. And the reason you could have gone short here is because it is a fairly strong bear bar. We've had this breakdown. I mean, prices reached this area, and you got room to get back to this level of support. If you consider this support, so you could have gone short here, and you could consider this might be the first leg of a measured move. So this is the first leg down, second leg down. You can see that this really held. I mean, it really did. Now, the only problem is, again, it's really a kind of a counter trend trade, so that's why it was a concern. Now, when price got down here, formed this double bottom. Nope, this is it's only the first attempt. I want to wait for at least a second attempt, and we got it right down here. Okay, now is this just a pullback? Could you have gone long here? I'm concerned about going short at this juncture because of the fact that we had this fairly strong move up, and I don't know whether it's going to be a real pullback or is it just somewhat of exhaustion. So I'm not looking that way. I'm looking for longs, and that's when I did mark this short, but I didn't take this short. When price tried to go down the first time, failed, second time failed, I went long right here. I went wrong. Actually, I went long really early. When I saw this, when this price came up failure, I put a order here with my stop below this bar right here, my 15 tick stop. So I got picked up on the way through. It was my buy limit order right above. Before this bar closed, it was on its way up. So it went down, it went up, it picked it up, and I recorded that trade. I haven't put it up yet. This is just kind of the recap because I was really late getting back here, so I didn't do that. Price reached this level. You can see that it's kind of an exhaustion at this level. I mean, price got to it got to this high. This is definitely a place where you could have considered a short. I was in this trade, so I didn't take this. You could have taken it. Exhaustion, it's this little doji, strong bear bar. It's 2 failures. First failure to attempted to go up the first time. It failed here. Attempted to go up the second time. This little doji. Stop over here. You could have taken this trade. Actually, I should mark it in green. And the reason I want to mark this one in green is because even though it's a setup and even though it's it's really extended, as far as at the top of the this is, I mean, you have to remember this move up here. This is where at $96. So we're talking about prices up $2 and roughly 20 cents from where it opened or from the overnight low. So you could have gone short here. Price falls into this micro channel. Now, whether you trade the micro channel, I mean, there's a place that you could have got into these. I didn't take these trades. I wasn't trading at this point in time. But the point is that you could have taken those. But do you really want to take those trades after this move up? I mean, I don't know. These ones, and this particular trade here, those 3 trades would have been fine. They're with trend trades. They're relatively easy to see. This one is maybe more of a reversal. You can forget about these. I mean, I marked them. Would you want to take them? I mean, you can. I mean, they do set up that way. I mean, on a regular day, but this is certainly totally this is really a day in which this is with trend day. So you try to trade with the trend, not against the trend. And that's what I saw. So there's really not a lot of entries, but if you got in the right places, you'd have been fine. So that's the way I saw it. If you have any questions, let me know. I do have this trade on video. I haven't put it up yet, but it took a long time to kind of put, so I have to kind of edit it where I got in, and so you can perhaps see that. But I'll do that after I finish this one, so it'll be kind of in reverse. And these ones here, the only reason I marked these ones is that if you took a short here on this tight trading range, after these broke, you could have made your ticks there. And I wanted to show this one. I forgot to mention this. Price makes new low, attempts to go up first time, fails, attempts to go up the second time, immediate failure. If you went short right at the bottom of this bar, you would have just got your 15 ticks. Okay, you would have just got your 15 ticks. This bar here, if you consider this the double bottom and you went long right above this doji, you would have just got your 15 ticks. And if you would have gone short right below this bar right here, then you would have definitely got your 15 ticks. So I just wanted to highlight that. I likely wouldn't have I wasn't trading it, but I just wanted to point that out, that if you measure it out, it would have been just 15 ticks right on. Now, is there any significance? Could it have been 14 ticks and you wouldn't hit your target? Maybe. That could have been the case. But what I really wanted to highlight was this, is that if you look at this as the first move down, now, yes, we had this, this pullback. The one pullback, said, let's call this the first pullback, second pullback, and if you take this down here, look at this, kind of a measured move, but this is after the close, so this is later on in the day. It's after 2:30. I think that's what it was. 2:30 was 14.18. This is the last of it right here. 2:30. So anyway, that's what I saw. I'm still trading the February contract, and as you can see, there's quite a bit of movement on it, enough to trade anyway. So that's it for now. Hope you had a good trading day. If not, there's always tomorrow. Bye for now.